Today, we're going to talk about something that affects millions of people around the world, yet still often goes unspoken: the mental health crisis. Stigma, lack of access to care, and growing pressures in our daily lives have created a global situation where more people are struggling with anxiety, depression, and other mental health challenges than ever before. Whether it's anxiety, depression, burnout, or more severe conditions, the numbers are rising, and so is the need for awareness, support, and action. Mental health crisis can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, race, or socioeconomic status. You should get involved to protect the lives of others, improve public safety, supporting your families and loved ones, economic benefits, and reducing criminalization of mental illness. The National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI, is one of the most impactful nonprofits in the country, dedicated to improving the lives of individuals and families affected by mental illness. What makes NAMI stand out is its deep commitment to both advocacy to direct community support. By joining NAMI, you're not just raising awareness, you're actively helping shape mental health policies, reduce stigma, and provide life-changing resources like peer-led support groups and crisis helplines. It's a powerful way to give back, whether you're volunteering, fundraising through NAMI walks, or pushing for reform in your community. With transparency, compassion, and a people-first approach, NAMI provides a real change starts with grassroots action. If you believe mental health should be treated with the same urgency and care as physical health, this is the organization to be part of. Another powerful example of a resource helping address the mental health crisis is the Crisis Text Line. The Crisis Text Line is a free, 24/7 support service for people in emotional distress. Someone who's experiencing anxiety, depression, thoughts of self-harm, or just needs someone to talk to, they can text HELLO to 741741 and be connected with a trained volunteer crisis counselor within minutes. What makes this organization so important is that it's entirely text-based, which makes it accessible, especially for people who might not feel comfortable talking on the phone or in person. It is also completely confidential and available at any time, day or night. If you're over 18, live in the U.S., and commit to at least 4 hours a week, you can apply to become a crisis counselor. The training is about 30 hours long and completely offline. You'll learn communication skills that are not only life-changing for others, but also incredibly valuable in your own life. Why should you volunteer? Because mental health matters. Because sometimes one conversation can save a life. Because being there for someone in their darkest moment is one of the most meaningful things you can do. Our last organization is the JED Foundation. JED is a nonprofit that focuses on protecting emotional health and preventing suicide for teens and young adults. Their mission is centered around helping young people navigate the pressures of high school, college, and early adulthood, a time when mental health challenges often begin to surface. What makes JED unique is their partnership-based approach. They work directly with schools, colleges, and universities to strengthen their mental health systems. They also run a powerful national campaign that aims to reduce stigma and encourage open conversations about mental health. Their website is packed with helpful guides, toolkits, and mental health check-in tools. So how can you get involved? You can join or start a mental health club on campus using JED's resources. You can follow and share their content to help normalize mental health conversations. And most importantly, you can use what you learn to support yourself and the people around you. As we wrap up today's presentation on the mental health crisis and the incredible organizations fighting to make a difference, we want to tie back to Milton Wolff. Milton Wolff was a U.S. ambassador and later the president of a humanitarian organization during a brutal war in Yugoslavia. Milton focused on people, specifically one woman, Zeniba Hardaga, an elderly Muslim woman who decades later had risked her life to protect Jews during the Holocaust. Now, in her moment of crisis, sick, trapped in Sirahiwa, and watched her family suffer, no one was willing to step up. No one except Milton Wolff. Milton refused to give up. He said, "The woman who wouldn't abandon Jews is not going to abandon her own family." That mindset, the courage to care, the refusal to look away, and the relentless belief that people are worth fighting for is exactly what we need in today's mental health crisis. Because mental illness isn't always visible. Crisis doesn't always come with sirens or headlines, but behind closed doors and quiet text messages or in the silence of someone who's struggling. There's a need for people who won't walk away. Just like Milton Wolff did it. Just like in Sarajevo, the answer isn't struggle alone. The answer is each other. So whether you volunteer, advocate, support a friend, or simply listen, you can be that kind of person. You can be the difference. You can carry forward a legacy of compassion, courage, and action. Mental health is not a weakness. It's a part of being human. And the more we understand it, the more we can do to help ourselves and others.